What's up, everybody? This is the Tea Stache 24 Days of Tea, day 15. 1-5. We are really deep into this one, so let's go ahead and check it out, see what we have here. Oh my goodness, day 15. Boom. This box smells amazing. And we have another green tea. Woo! And you know what? Smelling this tea, it doesn't smell like there's any sort of extra flavor to it. Nothing particularly different or anything about this one tea, so I'm going to go ahead and go with the fact that this is Japanese Sencha, or however you pronounce that. Aha! Okay, so Japanese Sencha is fine, organic, steamed Japanese green tea from Shizuoka Prefecture, Japan. That's very precise. I guess since there's only one ingredient, they're like, you know what? For this one ingredient, let's just give it its whole little biography and stuff like that. And the French translation, anyway, is a Sencha du Japon. Interesting. Quite interesting. Alright, so I went ahead and steeped this green tea 165 degrees Fahrenheit for 3 minutes. And I used my trusty little David's tea mesh ball thing. Woo! Isn't that handy? I'm dropping tea all over the place. Yay! Ugh. And it kind of leaves like all these like little floaty leaves in there. I don't like that. Now that's one of the reasons why I don't like to use like that kind of like mesh kind of, those kind of steepers. I even have one of those, I'll talk about this one later. But I have one of these robotic, like robot tea steepers. Pretty much it's a cool little, cute little robot thing you put in there and it kind of puts your loose leaf tea. A lot like the mesh ball, but it has like these huge holes in them, and even like if you have like good tea and you try to get rid of all of the tiny little particles and stuff, because with all tea you're bound to get those little tiny leaves in there. No matter how good your tea is, you're bound to find some of them, and they just fall in your tea and they're just in there the whole time. I don't know, just kind of, I want my tea to just be tea and not tea leaves and all the other stuff that comes with it. But anyway, you know what? I gotta be honest with all of you. That is probably my new favorite green tea. Even beating out gunpowder, which I'm a humongous fan of gunpowder green tea, this one beats it. This one's incredible. For a green tea, it manages to have a very bold flavor to it without it being like real bitter, because I've had some green teas where it has a real bold flavor but it's also very bitter. Sometimes you'll want to put some honey with it, some sugar, just to kind of like get rid of that bitterness. But this, you don't even need anything with it. It's perfect by itself. I'm very, very surprisingly impressed with this tea. I had no idea what I was in for, because like I said before, a lot of green teas I'm usually not too big of a fan of. But this particular one is like, wow. And not to say I'm not a fan of green tea in general, it's just, I don't know, there's been a lot of green teas that have disappointed me. I guess since green tea is a very popular tea, a lot of people that aren't very good at making tea kind of get into that sort of tea realm, if you will. But anyway, I'm putting this tea on my buy list for sure. It'll go great with any sort of lunch or dinner. It would make an incredible latte, that's for sure. I can definitely sense that with this tea. If you're gonna make it into a latte, I would probably recommend steeping it for about 5 minutes, just so that it's like a little bit too flavorful just as the tea itself, so that when you put the milk and the sugar in, kind of dilutes it a little bit, you still get that very bold flavor. Well, anyway, that's been the Tea Stache for today. It's been the 24 Days of Tea, Day 15, Japanese Sencha Green Organic Tea. You can find, hello. Drinking tea. Anyway, that's been the Tea Stache for today, 24 Days of Tea, Day 15. Today was Japanese Sencha Organic Green Tea. Of course, as always, you can find all of the 24 Days of Tea at davidstea.com. And please follow me on Twitter. That's at Gabe Medrano. Or if you just want updates for these goofy little videos, you go to Earth Until Dawn. Anyway, I'll see you guys very soon, probably tomorrow. See you guys later.